Good day. It's August 8th, 2024, I think. Yep. And I'm about to clean one of my dishes so I can cook something. I noticed on BitChute there's a major spike in views on my channel, Holy Vibes, which has never really happened before. It's coming out in the tarot readings that these sick freaks are being forced to let go. Yeah, they're censoring my views, they censor my exposure. It's crazy, like, the lengths they've gone to try to hide me from the world is ridiculous. And they still lose, no matter what. Sick evil freaks. Sick evil freaks. Yeah, so it's just another day for me. I'm like just documenting what I'm experiencing. Paranormal cruelty and neglect. Paranormal. It's not normal. The type of cruelty I've been subjected to is not normal. If you haven't noticed, like, every single person on YouTube that's got a tarot channel is allowed to have exposure. I'm not. They're doing it to me on purpose. It could be anybody and everybody except for me. They're excluding me because they're extremely cruel and neglectful. Because they can't control me. And the real truth is, they can't harness my sexual energy to manifest for themselves. So they gotta let go. And I get to have a wonderful life, and they get nothing. Built an empire on my suffering, you evil freaks. I watched you do it in 2022. I watched you stupid evil freaks do it. And I made prophecy that I was going to tear down your stupid little empire that you built on my suffering. And that's what's happening right now. Don't let these green-eyed and blue-eyed freaks fool you. Some of them are decent humans that actually believe in Jesus Christ, but a lot of them aren't. I can see it in their eyes when they're decent people or they're not. I can literally see it in their eyes. Not all blue and green-eyed people are the same. Nope. Not all brown-eyed people are the same either. I think it's like ironic that me, a brown-eyed person, gets to tell the green and blue-eyed people what's right and wrong with them. I'll bet they just love it. And if you're innocent, like you're not part of all this wickedness, and you got blue and green eyes, like you don't really have anything to worry about. As long as you're be a good person and do good things, you'll feel good. If you're doing wrong things, you're not going to feel good, and You've got a lot to worry about when it comes to this. I basically hold the keys for the future of the Aryan people, and whether or not they're even going to exist in this world. And by exist, I mean having a seat at the table, getting to decide what happens to the rest of us. You sick, evil freaks. Yeah, you step away from the table for like 5 minutes, and these sick freaks are already like planning on enslaving the whole species to biotechnology. You stupid nerds. This isn't Cyberpunk 2077, you retards. We're not doing that. We're not gonna have a cyberpunk dystopia where everybody just goes retarded and ends up being enslaved to computers. No. Just imagine Idiocracy combined with Cyberpunk 2077 or whatever the original 2049 combined with Mad Max. And that's basically the future these sick evil freaks are building at my expense. But it's all being torn down, and we're going to move on without you stupid freaks. We're going to continue evolving. You can stay back in the past with the scum that didn't make it. Excuse me. Now I'm going to start watching my pot. Yeah, man, I'm like the most extreme elimination challenge announcer that announces like the play-by-play of what these retards are doing. And how bad they're losing. Excuse me. Oh. If I was a blue-eyed or green-eyed person, I'd be really angry at the other green-eyed and blue-eyed people right now for censoring me, stopping me from being able to find out the truth. If I was a blue-eyed person and I wanted to know the truth and like have a good life in this world, I'd be extremely pissed off at these sick freaks that have been censoring the information, trying to steal the information and control the narratives. I'd be really pissed off. But thankfully I'm not, and I don't have to deal with that. But those that do, they have to deal with it, and they're going to want to know the answers, and not a single blue-eyed or green-eyed person is going to have the answers that they're seeking. It's time to listen and humble yourselves, you sick, evil freaks. Oh, imagine being somebody with blue eyes or green eyes and thinking that because you have blue or green eyes that like you're automatically better than everybody and you just get to treat everybody like dirt. That's what these sick freaks do. All they're doing is proving how green-eyed and blue-eyed people are actually inferior to brown-eyed people. That's all they're doing. When they were coming up with this concept for master race in Germany or whatever, I don't think they considered that their own people would turn into a bunch of retards and start doing witchcraft and all kinds of other wicked things. I don't think they saw that one coming. And then on top of that, they're like hooked on meth and alcohol and whatever other drugs they're using, cocaine. I don't think Hitler and Himmler were like, yeah, you know, we need to make provisions in case our people, you know, turn into a bunch of sick, evil freaks. I don't think they saw that one coming. Maybe Savitri Devi did, but I don't think the rest of them did. I haven't even started cleaning my pot yet. This is like the pre-cleaning session where I get to just run my mouth before I do something. It's like what I like to do in videos. I got a pineapple. Pineapples are wonderful. So it's my job. I'm a sorcerer. I'm a shaman. I'm an exorcist. I'm a priest. High priest. I'm an alchemist. I'm a bodhisattva. I've been called to do certain things in this world. And because of the circumstances that exist and the sick freaks and what they're doing, I basically have to constantly focus on defending myself using whatever means I have at my disposal to do that. It's spiritual warfare. It is real. I can prove it's real. All you need to do is follow me around long enough to start seeing the weird stuff that happens just being around me. These sick freaks can't hide, man. You want to pretend like you're a real human, like you fit in, and like you're not doing anything wrong? God points me. He points you sick freaks out to me. I don't even need to try. I can just spot you in a crowd. You're obvious to me. You stick out like a sore thumb. I don't even need the glasses from They Live to see you sick, evil freaks. I guess I am going to clean my pot now. That's why I got this little stand out so I could record myself as I'm doing it. Yeah, getting more than 70 views on a BitChute video is like a miracle. I looked at it this morning and there was like 100 or 200 or something on one of the videos. I was like, wow. I must have pissed the Nazis off enough to where they're sharing my videos now. My haters are making me famous. And the sick part, it's sad, man. It's like I know some of them just want to love me for who I am, but because of who they're associated with and their stupid little mentalities, like being so-called Nazis, they think they need to fight against me, and it's just absolutely retarded. No matter what, I'm going to win, you sick, evil freaks. And I'm going to get what's mine. You know what it is. You've been censoring me for 2 years, you sick, evil freaks. Stealing my work. pretending like you're not doing anything wrong. It's time to pay up. You had your chance to do the right thing. You chose not to. And now it's time to pay up. And you're gonna pay. God is going to make you pay in various forms. I'm gonna be taken care of for the rest of my life. And every single one of you sick freaks, you gotta learn how to live with that. And you're gonna have to listen to me. So you might as well start learning how to like me instead of hate me. Hating me for no good reason at all, you sick freaks. It'd be different if you were actually like hating me for an actual good reason, you know? But like what you guys are doing is you're just inhibiting evolution. Being a bunch of sick freaks, stopping everybody from being able to move on from this retarded nonsense. So, what God's instructed me to do, if it's necessary, is I get to spiritually cut you sick freaks down. There's nothing you can do about it. I've gone over my dishwashing system in the past, trying to be more efficient with water, use minimal water and whatnot. I hate living like this. This isn't by choice. I've been subjected to this. The sick freaks censoring me have stopped me from being able to reach out to Rastas, tarot readers, and other people that could have helped me by now. They're the ones to blame for most of the bad things that are going on right now. God's making a way regardless of what these sick, cruel, evil, neglectful parasites do to try to stop me. And it's all going to work out in my favor. Everything that they're doing against me works out in my favor. Because God wants it to. God is sick and tired of these evil freaks and what they're doing to me. I can literally prove the things that I'm saying. It's not like I'm just like some crazy guy rambling about this and that, talking about witchcraft and all this. I can literally prove that's what these sick, evil freaks are doing. Messing with my phones, messing with the algorithm, messing with communication. I can prove it. I am the most censored person on YouTube, period. And it's because of this. They don't want the information coming out. It's too bad, you sick, evil retards. It's already all coming out in the tarot readings anyway. I'm just clarifying what all this stuff means. The reason why the white race has not evolved to the point where other races have the main reason is over-dependence upon technology. All these first world things, they're causing the Aryan people to devolve. It's not just them, but they're ahead of everybody because of the Industrial Revolution and how they've dominated over everybody since. Ted Kaczynski wrote quite a bit about it. I haven't studied his later work, but his manifesto, he talks about this stuff. He's pretty accurate for back then. That was before the internet took over everything. Now look at it. It's even more accurate. His manifesto is incredibly accurate. When it comes to how man has been pulled away from nature. That's why the European people are behind everybody. And on top of that, they want to try to control the narratives about all this stuff so they can try to maintain power. It's dysgenic. So, there's one way out of this, and that's by listening to me. Not a single other being on the planet has the gifts that I've been given to deal with this stuff. I can't wait until I can actually use a sink to do dishes instead of using the street as my sink. They've kept me in this situation for over a year, censoring me and blocking my communication on YouTube and other social media platforms. Violates spiritual law. You don't get to keep me quiet. You don't get to censor me. You don't get to decide what information gets to come out and what information doesn't. You don't get to control the narratives. You don't get to block the blessings in my life that God wants for me, you sick, evil freaks. The fact that you'd want to try to block blessings in my life from God so I can have a better life and help people heal, it says everything about you sick, evil freaks. I don't need to know anything more about you to know that you're beneath me and you don't deserve to have nice things like everybody else does because you're a bunch of sick, evil freaks. My pot's washed now. Alright. Excuse me. God knows what's in my heart. He's not going to let you sick freaks continue doing what you've been doing. God's sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. Other people are sick and tired of it. It's not going to end well for you sick, evil freaks, and you need to learn how to accept that. Because of what you've done, it's not going to end well for you. It's time for you to make peace with that and move out of the way.